EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. This fielded at the 2. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Come on now, let's go.
Set up. Mike. 60 Pittsburgh.
53, Mike. Here we go.
Shoot.
On first down, Clifford. Open man is Uzama. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
First down, Cincinnati.
Come on,
One
set.
play has him to the 37 here
Pilot,
for first
64,
and 10.
Check 24. Whip. Watch the whip. Watch the safety creep.
Yes.
Check three. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Ready.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Got it.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
Check 13. Recon 132 fighter.
Watch the twist.
Hey, Alpha. On the back.
Second and 4. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Okay, ready?
So in Raven territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Down.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I got you.
Hey, exit. Go.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And an alley to run. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Hey, Mike.
Leo.
I got one. Slam.
Operating from the gun. Clifford under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that is pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Check 99. Check the backer. Watch that.
Speed River.
Mixon. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Let's go, boys.
A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Under 10, under 10, 10. Check
6-6, bullet hop, to go.
A quick throw now complete to Ross. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
There we go.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be second and goal now. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
On second and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon.
Check 52.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Check hot route. Hot. Shoot.
They give it to him running left. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Ready,
A
set.
crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another second and goal.
Hey, defense, let's go.
Now.
Motion. 25, check 25.
61, matchbox lights. Hey, Delta.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target. But now it's third and goal.
Now we got third and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3.
Here we go. 50. Mike 50. 3 buzz. Mike's 50. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Check 9. Switch.
Shoot.
From the gun on third down. Clifford looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Fair catch made at the 25.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set, ready.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Jackson, option right. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Yeah, baby.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a second and 5.
Watch the screen.
They run for the first time with Justice Hill. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
We got this.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And the Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
And bring it. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Jackson now throwing again. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a be the football.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt.
60 or.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following that punt, which turned out as well as it possibly could have, this offense has 99 yards to go to the other end zone.
And the defense is frothing at the mouth with a chance to get points themselves. If they tackle a runner in the end zone, safety. And if there's a holding call in the end zone, that's also a safety as well. So either way you decide to go on offense, you've got to be careful.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 5-yard
Ready.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D.
Topper.
Safe. Switch. Check 43.
Fight.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On the ready.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18.
I can't believe they even let you play. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Snap.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you. Keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A Bengal 1st down on the 16-yard pickup there. Throwing on 1st down. Clifford got a man open. It's Ross. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
1st down, Bengals.
2 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Tight dog. Check. Lucky.
Hey, orbit. Hey, lead river.
On the run, it's Mixon. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
That's it, baby.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Come on,
the last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check my 50. In your face.
You draw quarters. Under crunch.
Check nickel. Joker.
Let go.
Now they run with Mixon. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Ready?
53 is the mic. All day, just like that.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey, Haywood.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53. Go.
Rush in. Get it.
On 2nd down, Richard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. Well, they started that drive all the way back at the 1, able to march down, get 3.
It was daunting to begin with, wasn't it? But I thought overall, a very poised and efficient drive to get 3 points.
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. Jackson on first down. He sets to fire deep. And this throw will be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And their 2 drives thus far both led to points, albeit both field goals, so the lead just 6-0. But the ability to move the ball is evident.
Well, that's, heartening, as they say, but it's not what they're about. What they're about is putting the ball in the end zone and putting 6s on the board. So if you're the offensive coordinator, you like what you're doing, but you don't love it. You've got to find a way to ring that bell. Then you can have a little self-satisfied grin. Right now, a little more determination is needed.
At the 25-yard line.
Here we
So
go.
the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, wahoo!
Go, Mike 50, Mike 50.
Hey, watch the slant.
Slam.
You're out. Back.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Shoot.
From the gun, Clifford. He finds his running back, Mixon. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Don't be mad. X3. 218. Chop.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
Buzz.
He don't want it. Alert flare, flare.
Ready.
This time they stay on the ground, and they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Yeah, that's right. Get off the train tracks, baby. Get off the train tracks.
He's brought down back at the 16-yard line.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Around the NFL, they're in the 2nd quarter at Lambeau. Early lead in that one for the Packers. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Hey, come on, no.
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Here's Jackson. Going to throw again.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Hey, go. Keep it up.
58's the mic. 58.
From the gun, Jackson.
I'm coming after you.
And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Let's go.
At their own 12-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion, it'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll make it second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Ready?
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Protein spill. Now.
2nd and 9 now. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Ready up.
50, Mike's 50. Too little, Cupcake.
Check 37. Check 37.
Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno.
General West.
Check, 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 check. Check 3, check 3. Shit.
Let's go.
Mixon with first down carry. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Yeah, baby.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Ready, ready.
50's the mic. Hey, 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 hey. 36, 36.
Hey, Charlie. Hit it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Clifford, open man is Ross, complete. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Let's go, boys.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Set.
So from the
10
39
Lobo.
now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch the flood, watch the flood, watch the flood. Watch the flood, motion, pop, pop, pop.
Deep dribble, deep dribble.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Let's go now.
So in
18
Raven
Gator.
territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll run with Mixon. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Ready,
A
ready.
good run, got 7 on
60
first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo, shift, shift.
Pilot, 64, weak.
53's the mic, 53.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Let's get it.
2nd and 3. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it.
Here we go,
Precise.
here we go.
Because if you're at 70% or
Indy.
better 2 weeks in a
Hey,
row,
high
you have a job as
step.
long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 22-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Okay, break.
This quarterback now,
Hey, we got
5
Mike,
straight
number 53,
completions
Mike,
here in this
53.
second half. 1st
Let's
and
go,
10.
Lobo.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike, Mike. It's been a long day.
Operating from the gun. Clifford. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. Von Miller in there for a milestone sack. That's number 150 of his great career. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's second and 18.
Recon, 132-5, 2.
Off play action. Clifford. And this is caught at the 8. A gain there of 21 yards.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Come on,
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's first and goal.
All right, T, let's all right.
Hey, exit.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Bound to lose one. Check 3, check 3.
6-6, bullet high. Joe.
Check. Motion out of the backfield. Motion out.
Get it ready.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Touchdown.
Joe Mixon with touchdown number 7 on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Twist. Check 26, check 26. He's checking.
They'll let Mixon try to run it in. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
This is taken at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Baby, let's go. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Brings up second and 2.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple.
Zoom. 57. Mike, 57.
Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Here we go, D.
Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Go. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Switch up, run it.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Being chased. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. This is taken around the 12.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Snap.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Check, crunch, crunch. Hey, Delta.
Check 50. Check.
Look at me, zipper. Go.
To throw on 2nd down, Clifford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Clifford, he gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 21-yard line.
Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
New Mike 52, Mike 52.
Throwing again. Jackson dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Wise motion. Check, check, check. Check, 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 check.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Go. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
58's the mic. 50.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. So a failure there to get rid of the football. I don't know in the end that it's going to matter much here with this game, but it yields another 2 points.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. It may not matter a ton with the deficit that's already there, but like my old coach used to say, it sure ain't going to help.
It doesn't help indeed.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe and now on the pitch, the ball's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Looking to throw on second down. Clifford and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Johnson, the intended target.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Mixon with it. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They'll run on first down. Nixon. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Kill, kill, kill.
Topper! Shoot!
Here's a 2nd and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Okay, ready?
53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Bravo!
53's the Mike.
Ready?
Throwing on 3rd and long. Clifford. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it?
Come on, baby,
They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
Let's go now. 10 Lobo.
Here we go, D.
5.
And they take a knee.
The quarterback on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Ravens' 47-yard line.
So this one in the win column now.